Okay, so this is going to be a video on tracing and colored pencils. So I do recommend that you draw out your image first, especially if you're a beginner, kind of draw out your idea. Later on you might not need to do this, but it's a good step. Okay, and here I'll be tracing my image. I have washi taped my image to the back of my page, and so that it won't be shifting around. And I'm using a light box I purchased on Amazon for less than $20, but you can use a tablet or something like that to light your image. It's important to remember the size of your image when you're thinking also about the size of your page. Now when I'm tracing, I may not be able to see all the little details. I can look at those later on when I peel the image off. You may not want to trace all of the details because some of them are shading lines. But if you do put them in, it just adds some texture to your image. Okay, and I've finished up my image here, and I'm going to start using my colored pencils. When I think about shading, it's important to think about the light and where that is coming from. So I usually think about the light coming from the top corner of my page, so it'll be darker on the bottom inside of my page. But first I outline with the darker color just to give the edge of the image some color. Okay, as I start shading, I'm going to use obviously the darker colors in those darker areas. Sometimes I use my hands to actually see where those shadings might be. So I'll shade in, and then I'll start just using lighter colors. I'll also use the darker colors for details like the knuckles, just to give it a little bit more texture. And then I'll start shading with lighter colors, just blending them in. You want to make sure that you blend really well so that your colors aren't separated too much. Okay, and now I've finished my colored pencils, so I'm gonna start writing out my scripture. And I'm still not good at lettering, so I often just use cursive writing, and I purposely go really slow so that I can make it look as nice as I can. I'm using just some felt tip pens for this. Okay, after I've finished writing out the scripture, I might just add some embellishments. So first I'm just going to add some enamel stickers, these enamel polka dots that I purchased, I think, from Hobby Lobby. And just to give it a little bit of flair. And then I'll add some washi tape. I use this cloud washi tape up in the top because we tend to think of God being up in the sky or something. I know it's kind of childish. So I put it up towards the top, towards where the ear is, and then I just put some flowery washi at the bottom. And after I've applied my stickers, of course I use my date stamp. I use the Heidi Swap date stamp to date my project. I date every project. And then this one is pretty much done.